Good morning, good tournament morning. It is 5:56 on the 23rd, May 23rd. I'm here this morning fixing to fish the 6 to 9 slot on a KBBT tournament, and it's going to be a struggle for me. I've pre-fished the last 2 mornings. I caught a 17 and a 17 3/4. That was the 2 biggest fish I caught. And that was the only 2 big fish I caught. Previously, earlier in the week, I did pretty good, but the last couple of days have been tough on me. So I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous about being able to contribute, doing my part today. So here in about 3 minutes, we're going to 2 minutes now, 2 minutes. I'm going to go lines in and fish from 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. I'll be starting off with a culprit 10-inch worm, ribbon tail worm, and I think it's going to give me the best shot at getting some bites. I know the last few days I tried top water and it just wasn't there. I mean, there was just nothing there for me. So I'm gonna throw it a little when I see a spot, see a point, see a log, see something. Got a few spots picked out that I'm gonna throw a top water, but mainly I'm gonna go straight ribbon tail. I'm gonna cast a few times for a few minutes this morning, right when we kick off here with the ribbon tail. But if they're not able to see it, it's not making enough commotion or something, I'll probably go to a whopper plopper or something for just a little bit until the sun gets up and out. It's very cloudy, it's sprinkling rain, so I'm not so sure that I have the sun out at all. Doesn't look like it, and it hadn't been the last few days. So just gonna do what I can and hope for the best. I'm gonna say prayers for stuff that matters, but I'm definitely gonna hope that I get some good bites this morning and hope I can put them in the boat. So it's just turned 6 a.m. Lines in. I don't know if you can see that. Lines in, 6 a.m. Let's get started. We got one. We got one. $16, $17 maybe. Nope. Thank you. But nothing, maybe better than 16. Hopefully better than 16. Let's see what we got. $17. Nope. Freaking 15. Get it. All right, well, that was it for me for the day. I fished my time slot from 6 a.m. till 9 a.m. I failed in getting a big bass because the name of the game is each guy go out and catch a big one, and that will put our team up for the chances to win. And if you catch small ones or don't catch one at all, you know, that's pretty much doomsday for your team. So how did we do? In the relay group 1, which is a 6 to 9 a.m. slot, I'm way down here at the bottom. I caught a 16-inch keeper. Okay, that's the one I caught. And that's not good, because if you look at the other guys, you got Gerald Brockman catching a tank at 21 1/4. You got Marcus Coates right behind him with a 20 3/4 inch fish. And there was 1, 2, 3 more fish that were just bigger than mine. There was only one that was smaller. And since there was 8 guys fishing in each time slot, one guy from one team didn't catch a fish. He zeroed, which is doomsday, for his team. So we're already sitting 5 1/4 inches out of first place after my poor performance. The 9 to 12 a.m. slot on our team was Mr. Jason Denise. He had issues with his lake of choice for the day, and they were out spraying for weeds with spray boats, and it was like everywhere he went, here they came. And so he did the best job he could, but he didn't help make up any difference, because he only had a 16 1/4. While you look at the guys above, like Mr. Jason Campbell, caught 2 22 inchers. And what that means is both of those will count as long as the rest of the team doesn't get one bigger than his 22-inch kicker. And so if they catch a 25, that's fine. That's their one. But as long as the kicker for the team isn't bigger than 22, both of those 22-inch tanks will count. You got Mr. Baker that put up solid fish, Danny Gann solid fish, and now we're sitting at 32 1/4 whenever Mr. Campbell's got 44 just on his own, if both of his fish end up counting. And so we're in trouble. At this point in time, we know that it's going to take a miracle for us to get that top slot and get bragging rights and get paid. The third up on our team was Mr. Doug Wilson, and he was not intimidated, and he wasn't worried about a miracle. He just went out and fished, and as you see here, he caught a 25-inch pig. I mean, it's just a slob. Let's look at it. I mean, look at this. Look at this bass. I mean, that is a whopper now. 25 inches. And he estimated 8 pounds plus. And that's just a big, fat fish. That looks every bit of a double digit to me. But he's caught a ton more of them than I have. And so we'll go with his 8 or 9 pounds. But that is a 25-inch fish that really helped bring us out of the hole here, because whenever you look at it, he also caught a 20 1/4 inch. So you add those two together, because one person can have 2. And if those end up being the 2 biggest, then that'll be his submission, the 25-inch plus the kicker for the team. And we are sitting at 77 1/2 inches going into the final relay, the final leg of the relay. But that's still not even comparing to some of the other teams out there. But here's what happened. In this 12 to 3 time slot that Mr. Wilson fished, 3 teams blanked. 3 teams didn't catch a fish, which that pretty much puts an end to their day, or at least for the possibility of winning. So with that happening, and with 2 more having issues above here in the previous time slots, we were looking like we could possibly win it if Mr. Jason Starley, our anchor, could come out and catch a keeper. Well, you got the other teams that are just hammering on it. You got Conrad Benetti with a 23-inch tank and a 21-inch tank. I mean, he just come out strong, and the other guys did too. And here we have Starley, that he was catching fish, but he wasn't catching keepers, and the ones that he did feel like were keepers was getting hung up in the grass and lily pads, and he wasn't able to drag them out of there. But eventually he caught about a 15, and then he upgraded to a 17 and a half, and that gave us a shot at the win. So with Mr. Starley fishing the Florida time zone, he was done an hour before the Texas time zones and mountain time zones, I believe, would finish up. So all we could do was sit and wait. But when it all shook out and it come down to the end, the miracle happened. We won. We won with 95 inches as a team. We had a 25-inch big bass from Mr. Wilson. He also had the kicker fish. Starley had a 17 and a half. Denise had a 16 and a quarter, and I had a little over 16. But when you add those up, it's 95 inches, which is a decent bag, but not what should have won it if everybody on the other teams would have caught a keeper. But when you look at like fishing for Lindsay team, they only had 4 fish at 87 inches. So just a keeper would put them at 99, 100 inches and would have blew us out. But they had one failed attempt at a keeper in one of their time slots, and so they could only post up 4 fish. Dream Killers had 5 fish. They just had smaller fish like we did. Rays and Kane had the same problem. They all caught fish. Congratulations to Dream Killers and Rays and Kane for all catching fish, but they were small. Razors only caught 4 fish. They had big fish, but they only caught 4. So even a 12-incher would have put them ahead of us if they would have got that in their final time slot. 3 PKAs and a wannabe had 4 fish, 4 good-sized fish, but they couldn't get their 5th one. Redbeard and Bros, same thing. 4 good-sized fish, just couldn't get their 5th. And the same thing for Just Fishing. So there's 4 teams, or 5 teams, that only caught 4 fish, which let us catch the 5 we needed to stay afloat. And with Mr. Doug Wilson's tanks, I mean slob, that 25 inches of slob, with just those fish, with 3 smaller fish and 2 good-sized fish, it was enough for us to pull off this miracle win. So congrats to my teammates. Congrats to everybody out there that's fishing. I'm blessed to be a part of that team, that they allowed me to fish, knowing that there's always a chance that I'm not going to catch anything, but we pulled it off for the win, and I look forward to the next one. Congratulations to my teammates, and we got bragging rights till the next one anyway. So here we go. Let's do it again. Next tournament coming soon.